Ready.
Everything's ready?
It's
ready.
Okay.
It's here now. All right.
It's ready.
Fuck
out my face microphone. We ain't using the microphone
We're
today.
not using... Okay. All right. I still want it to... Never mind.
We ain't using this microphone.
Okay. Well, you got it in this shot now.
Oh, damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just put it right here. You know, it need to get some shine. And make it look like we're doing something. So, there's a couple things I would like to address before we really, like, get started with this thing. First of all, here's my thing. I didn't want to see this movie with the opening crowd in the Regal Galleria. Why? Because predominantly black people go there, and it was going to be annoying. I will be the first one to say, and admit when I'm wrong, it was nowhere near what I thought it was going to be. Everyone looked beautiful. Motherfuckers was having they shits on. It almost brought a fucking tear to my eye. Because I'm just like, you know what? When black people get together on one idea, it's beautiful.
We do a good job.
It's a good job. Mm-hmm. During the movie, don't ever remember anyone saying shit. Not a fucking soul. And I'm like, you know what? I was wrong for what I said. I thought I was going to be right about it. I was wrong for what I said. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that I went to the Galleria for this specific reason. Mm-hmm. So I will be the first one to take back that. Cool. And yes. But then we do have to talk about this movie.
Let me talk about the movie! My turn. Motherfucker. My turn. Son.
I'm going home.
I want y'all to understand.
I'm going home.
Seriously.
They don't get it.
How do you... First
of
all, boys don't know how long I've been waiting for this movie.
Y'all don't know how long Mans has been waiting for this. Personally. Like,
this is not my first Black Panther shirt.
Yeah, this is mine, and it looks amazing.
And I'm proud of that shirt.
You are?
Yeah, I really
You are?
I'm happy that you did that.
Yeah, they had like and this is before the movie came out. This is something I want to say. No Black Panther merchandise anywhere.
Nothing.
It's gonna be an abundance of it now.
Oh, I wanted to get to that later.
You want to get to that later?
But if we gonna say that,
but since we here now, since we fucking here now, you they none of Black Panther shit nowhere. Nowhere.
Listen.
You know how hard I worked to get this?
Listen, I think I got 8 Black Panther shirts. All of them I found on a fucking humbug. One I found on the internet. I had to buy it on the internet. It was like a shirt that I got made with one of the pictures from his comic book. I got but then like JCPenney had this, a jersey. There's another one like this. I got a white one, and I got the mesh one. I got one with his face on it right here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Little known fact, Leo had a shirt. It was an Avengers shirt. Black Panther was supposed to be on it, but they took him off because he wasn't introduced in the movie yet. Yeah. So you can literally see the shadow of where he was supposed to be.
Look, like,
and then I want y'all to know, like, this shit that he got is from like years of collecting. Okay? This nigga isn't no over the night Black Panther fan. This shit is like a lifestyle for him. So he was not waiting for like fucking. This wasn't like something that he was doing, you know, just on the movie coming out, so I need to get this. Like, no, Mans has been waiting for this shit for a minute. That being said, like, this wasn't a movie. Everybody calm down. Oh, we gonna rumble, goddamn. Nigga. So, and then just to, you know, while he's on it. So, I'm looking for shirts. They had this and, like, 2 other shirts that looked like I bought this shit because the movie was coming out. Now, granted, I was buying it because the movie was coming out, but I wanted to look like I was buying it and the movie was coming out. Not because the movie was coming out.
Yeah. Nah, keep going.
You know, I just fucking, it was hard as hell. And they had, like, one little rack for the Black Panther stuff. And I'm like, come on, y'all can do better than this. Guarantee within the next week, this shit gonna be flooded with nothing but Black Panther merchandise.
Hold on, I'm about to just go.
My man bought off the comics.
I'm about to just go through some stuff.
Yeah, because we need y'all to understand that this is his moment. Mans has been waiting for this for a good fucking minute. All this. Let it rain on the bitches. Rain on them. 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 All that. All that is Black Panther comic books.
This ain't even all of them.
Rain on them. Rain on them. All of that. All of this shit. Black Panther comic books.
All of them. No, let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all, when I went into this movie theater,
hold on, I just wanna.
My heart was on the floor. My heart was on the floor, son. This is the first movie that I watched. I watched all the previews. Except for the Avengers one, the Infinity War. I had to keep with that. I watched every single preview because I just genuinely wanted to enjoy myself until the movie started. And then I remember why I used to watch previews, and I was like, wow, these are not that bad. But like, they make me kind of want to see this movie. That movie.
just real quick. So we was running a little late. Like when we got in there, the movie had like started, but like we ain't missed shit. Mm-hmm. So I have this fear that's been proven time and time again to be a legitimate fear.
I gotta put them back in order now.
It's cool. Just take your time. You're gonna do that later. But I have a fear. I always have to pee during movies. I've never had to pee or shit like crazier than when I went to see Superman. Mm-hmm. Which, if I could go back in time, I'd be like, Chris, just get up.
Just go pee.
Just go pee.
Just go pee.
Not that serious. But I'm a movie fan, so I don't like to miss anything. Me neither. And then when I went to go and see when I went to go and see Kingsman Golden Circle, mm-hmm. Oh my God, I had to use the bathroom so bad. I didn't get the chance to pee before this movie. And I was not getting up.
Bro.
I was not moving.
I had to piss by the time him and Killmonger was...
Oh, okay. Now we gotta talk. Okay, so your experience, you get in this movie, you see these previews, and then it starts. It starts, and you just get to see...
Nigga, my face was... the whole time. I was just...
Son. This was not a movie.
This was the Lion King.
This was an event.
This was the Lion King. It was an event. Listen, and I'm going to tell you how hard it was an event. Because I had to choose. Am I going to wear a Black Panther shirt? Am I going to wear a dashiki? Am I about to go out full dashiki suit? Because I can.
Yeah, if you needed to.
And I'm like, damn, what am I supposed to do?
I just stuck with it.
I just had to keep my tradition. I go to every Marvel movie with a Marvel character on it. This is Black Panther. This was the second shirt that I had bought, and when I was like, yo, I really need
another And I'm glad you did that, because there was more people wearing dashikis than there was Black Panther attire.
And I had to make sure people knew who the fan of not only the blackness, but of the character. I had to make it known. I had to make it understood clearly. Kayla had on the shirt, too. She had on the white one, because I couldn't wear two of them.
Yo, yeah, like I had wore this because I been dude, I was so amped to wear this shit. Like all week, I'm just looking at it like I swear to God, that day it's over. I walked into work, and usually like when I'm in work, I got my jacket like I'm full open. Y'all gonna look at me.
Y'all gonna look at him,
son,
bruh,
son.
You ever had to make it a statement at work? Oh, you did. You just said it, but see, like I got a button up on that work. I gotta have it enough so that people can see the black coming out the button up. Like
Mecca had wore her dashiki. We was looking real fierce.
I saw you.
And we was cute. We was cute. I didn't want you thinking we was biting off you and Caleb, but
yo, I want y'all to know something really sad happened with this movie though.
What happened, man?
Me and Chris didn't get to see it together.
Yes. However.
I got the cyborg joint. Someone cyborg.
Yeah. However, there was a reason for that.
It was totally okay.
It was okay.
I had to go to work.
It was okay. Schedules got in the way. We'll never let it happen again.
Ever.
But schedules got in the way and shit just, didn't work out. However, what I learned from this is that I don't think that this is a movie that me and you could have watched together the first time.
We would have got into a fight with somebody.
Dude, it was too much.
We would have got into a fight with somebody.
It was too much.
Because I was in there wilding. I'm in there tripping, but I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want nobody to take the
I was wilding.
I was going nuts, though.
I was wilding.
Yo, cousin next to us, he was sitting next to Caleb. It was this dude, man. I for whoever he is, I love him for the rest of my life, son. Yo, son was just like, Yeah, word. He was like, this shit sweet.
Yo, for real,
my man.
Yo, all right, now let's talk about the fucking movie itself, dude. Oh my god,
Yo,
dude. Listen.
Was it not the Lion King?
Listen.
Was it not the Lion King?
Listen, you don't, nigga. Okay, so I want to get into the Lion King topic later, but for right now, we need to talk. Okay, so
spoiler alert.
Yeah. If you ain't seen the movie now, you don't need to be watching this motherfucking video. Dead ass, B. Fam, this movie was fucking incredible.
Blame.
It was, it was so crazy. On the way out the movie, I'm just like, yeah.
You couldn't really say much.
I had nothing to say. Now, I want y'all to understand something. About this piece. Listen. So when we went to go and see Age of Ultron, immediately my thought process was this movie was better than Avengers 1. Until the next day when I really just started to think like, you know what, Ultron was kind of underwhelming. Mm-hmm. You know what, I really wish that they would have just let all the people on Sokovia die. Mm-hmm. You know what?
I wish they would have. I wish
they would have. So I recanted my statement. When I got out of Civil War, which I would never call that a Captain America movie.
It's not.
However, when I got out of Civil War, my thought process was, you know what? This movie was better than Winter Soldier. And for some reasons it is. I'm just like, this movie's better than Winter Soldier. This movie is, you know, but then I thought about, I'm like, but I wish they would have talked to each other more. I wish they would have discussed why they didn't agree with the Sokovia Accords more. That's not going to work.
I'm a builder. I'm about to build a joint now, bro.
Yeah. I wish they would have talked about why they disagree with the Sokovia Accords more. It would have been better if they would have started the Sokovia Accords with all of the people of Sokovia dying, because that would have been like, oh, well, I wish we didn't let them die, but we had to. Boom.
It was a real situation.
Black Panther is the one movie that I came out of it, and there is not a single fucking thing wrong with this movie.
Not one.
Anything that I could have thought about, like, well, it was taken away by. But, and so, if you know what? Let's start with the negatives first. Only negative I will say, I wish the fight scenes were more creative, and I wish it wasn't CGI.
Yes, I will agree with that.
I just wish it was, because I'm like, y'all got so many like African styles. Is Baba African style-ish, or is that somewhere else?
No, it's not Baba.
Okay, so they got shit. It's something else I'm thinking about. I can't do it.
They did a lot of the Zulu warrior fighting style.
Yeah. But they got but they teased it, and I wanted them to go full on with it.
But you know why I think they teased it like that? Because I think they want him to get busy in the Avengers.
Everybody sit down, damn it.
Or in the second movie. They're gonna like how they did with Captain America Civil War. Like Captain America 1 was like introduction to Captain America.
Right.
Watch it,
this was an introduction to Wakanda.
This was an introduction.
Oh, Corey, I'm sitting there the whole time. I just wanted to call you, like, yo, what am I watching right now?
And
dude?
I would have been like, what birthday at? Yo,
son, I'm not even bullshitting right now. I swear to God, at some point I'm just like, I should just call Corey and talk to him while this movie's playing.
Listen.
If we was the only people in the movie, I swear to God, I would have did that.
When I went out, because I was in the back, nigga came. He was like, yo, some dude out there looking for you, but they left. I was like, I looked at the clock. It was 7:12. I was like, he gotta hurry up and get there.
Yeah.
I was like, he shouldn't even be in. Go.
Yeah, no, Mecca and Sarah was already in line, so for the snacks or whatever.
Oh, see, y'all went and got snacks. We brought snacks, nigga. I had a Budweiser. For real.
So listen. So from the opening scene, you knew, oh shit, this isn't what we think is going to be.
You heard them niggas talking.
Yo, T'Chaka? You remember how you said T'Chaka was all big and he didn't seem like... When they went into the past
I
and
was
showed
like,
him.
never mind.
Yeah. That nigga T'Chaka had a presence.
Son.
Yo, they cut the lights out and he was just there. And I'm like,
oh shit, my dad here.
I'm like, yo, niggas is about to die. Fam. This movie.
Niggas died in this movie.
I don't know where to start.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know where to start.
I think we should just say it. Just say
it. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on. The story.
The
motherfucking story was so excellent that I didn't even understand how I didn't think that they could do something like this. First of all, shout out to Ryan Coogler for being one of the greatest directors of my life.
What? Yo, this nigga went from Fruitvale Station to Creed to the best Marvel movie to date, and I am putting it over Winter Soldier. Period.
Can we say that?
Yo, and it's not because
Black
of the
Panther
hype.
is better than Avengers.
Black Panther is better than Avengers. Black Panther is better than Winter Soldier.
Better than Doctor Strange.
Better than Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was good.
Doctor Strange was in his own category, honestly.
Because it's the Mystics, though.
Yeah, but
Black Panther has its own category.
Yes,
that's
good fucking movies.
Black Panther was one of those movies where you just sat there and like at the end, I just was like, I was so stuck because I'm like, did they pull it off?
Nigga,
they really just pulled it
off. So spoilers. By the end of the movie, I'm like, oh yeah, Winter Soldier is there. I totally forgot.
Son. And that was cool to see. I was like, please don't let him make sure he kiss. And I'm happy they didn't do that because that would have pissed a lot of people off. But
right.
I don't want that. I don't want that love story. That's just too corny. Okay, so they didn't. Oh, I shouldn't have told y'all. Fuck it.
It's a spoiler. Who gives a fuck?
I was like, yeah. I hope they don't do that. They didn't do that. Okay, so cool. Now here's the thing. The story. First of all, this is not the story in the comic books.
No.
So it's new to me too.
Yeah.
Killmonger being his cousin.
Oh! Look, yo, Michael B. Jordan is a fucking animal, dude.
Killmonger.
Yo, listen. This nigga, I'm telling you. Listen. The scene where that nigga came through fucking Claw, who did an amazing job, by the way.
With his quick.
Yeah, he did what he had. I thought he was a more bigger deal than that, though.
He really not. He like the first villain.
Got you. Okay, he did great. This nigga threw him, and I'm telling you, if you don't watch this movie for anything else, the politics alone is what makes this movie on a whole nother level.
We never seen a king.
What?
You never seen a king, bro.
This nigga can't. Yo, Michael B. Jordan, the scene when he was like, "Ask me my name," I almost cried.
Nigga,
oh my god!
Yo, and then when he said it, I was
I almost cried. I'm not even not because like I'm emotional, but the intensity of that scene.
That scene was the equivalent of. Like
that was better
than some real shit. Like when Simba came back to the fucking Pride, and like everybody saw him, like, oh, he about to fuck Scar up.
Yeah.
Even though Simba was the good guy and Michael B. Jordan was the bad guy, that level of intensity was that.
Yeah. Because up until that point, you just like Simba kind of a little bitch, but then when you saw that nigga on the shit, it's like, this nigga. Oh, listen.
Ooh.
That nigga said, "Ask me my name." What is your name? The score.
Oh my god.
The score for this movie did nothing but elevate this shit.
I was so happy that Kendrick was doing the soundtrack because I listened to this whole soundtrack, and that shit is so fire, and it's awe-inspiring. It's awe-inspiring. It's so important. Like I haven't been motivated in a long time. This movie, as soon as I left home, I was like, okay, I gotta make these songs. I gotta go to some classes. I'm about to start doing shit. I went to learn how to make some money. Like,
yo.
I immediately had ideas.
When the nigga came, he was like, "Ask me my name," or whatever. I'm just like,
and they didn't want him to. They didn't want them to ask him his name.
Yo. Now here's the thing. You want to talk about heels? Well, bad guys are heels. You already know that. It's a wrestling term. Michael B. Jordan played a heel in this movie, and it was like I didn't think he could do it.
I didn't think he could do it.
I didn't think he could do it.
I didn't
yo,
think it was gonna be that...
But when the nigga was like, "Hi, auntie," I'm like, "Oh,
nigga,
no!"
Yo, I love how effortlessly they threaded in royalty and some ghetto shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like they didn't make it ghetto, but they made it.
He was a nigga. Yeah, he was a nigga. Like he was. But this nigga came in there like, yeah, I'm not necessarily asking y'all if I can challenge him. I'm telling y'all that's what I'm about to do. Why? Because I'm Wakandan blood. Yeah. So fuck out my face.
I deserved it.
They said, ask me my name, my nigga.
That's the new put on the suit.
Fuck that. Ask me my name. And then that nigga delivered that shit with authority and fucking power. I'm like, oh my God.
With the accent, everything. I was like, God damn, I didn't know he could act like that.
Yo, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, like that was pretty much Creed. If Creed decided, you know what, fuck y'all niggas.
For real.
I'm gonna be an asshole.
For real.
That nigga.
And that's what makes this movie cool. Like, we've seen him be angry, because like Creed, he's angry. In this movie, he has a mission.
Yes.
He was on purpose.
That nigga came back. First of all, wait.
We
wildin'. We wildin'.
When we first saw him, the nigga outfit, I was like, oh shit. Who the fuck is this nigga with the J's and the J going out? When I saw him, I was like, he's about to kill everybody in this cabin.
Yo, fam.
The white lady was so sad. She didn't know. She didn't know.
That nigga was like, yo, where'd this come from? No, you're wrong. Actually, I'm like, oh no.
I was like,
everybody about to die. And then she and died, and I'm like, no. And then that nigga was like, is that for me? Nah, this shit, I'm feeling this shit. And just took it. I'm like,
bro.
Yo, I thought he was gonna be wearing that mask throughout the whole shit. That'd have been dope.
Yeah, but you know what? They did their thing though, because they was like
the outfits
in
this fucking movie.
The fashion. I'm telling you, listen, and I had said this before. I was like, trust me, they about to totally steal everything that I was trying to make as my style, but I just don't got the money to do it. And they did, dude. That nigga was so clean.
Yo,
the hoodie that Michael B. Jordan had on, dude, the black joint, the long joint, bruh. Are you serious?
Fuck out my face,
dude. Are you serious?
Yo, I'm just like, I'm looking at these outfits and I had nothing to say. I'm like, this is exactly what Wakanda should look like.
Oh,
they don't look like no fucking, like, you know how you usually have royalty and they got suits on and dresses. These niggas just look real. Like they look. If anything else, they look powerful.
They look powerful.
Yo.
The fashion was.
And not just from.
I'm tired of this thing doing this. Go ahead.
Not just from Wakanda, but the other tribes.
Bro, because Manape and them, they called him, his name is M'Baku, but they didn't call him Manape in this movie. And like I had looked up later after I saw it that they did that on purpose. And I was like, I can see why y'all did that. But he's Manape.
Yeah.
So like, I know y'all don't want to have like, people feel like, oh, you call him a monkey, but like,
yeah, but the thing is, there's monkeys in Africa. Like, it's not racist if it's true.
And monkeys is my favorite animal.
Yeah, so it's like,
I love
it's not a big deal. But yo, so
this movie,
so T'Challa, right? T'Challa. Here's the thing, because like I said, for me, the best parts about this movie had nothing to do with him being in the fucking suit, which is crazy to even say. Like, when he was in the suit, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that was nice. That's cool. But the best part is leading up to the why we're fighting. The fact that the niggas from the snow joint, the Manape and his people, or M'Baku, I wanted to learn all of their names before I got here, but I just didn't have the time.
Nah, that's cool.
But the fact that, Manape, he wanted to challenge him, he like, yeah, you don't really fuck with us all like that. This is a story about a dynasty that you find out is not that perfect, and it's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing I want to say about Michael B. Jordan being the bad guy. Not since the Joker have we had a bad guy that made you go, I can see why he's upset. No, the Joker was like, when you really think about like the Dark Knight and everything, the Joker, when you really think about it, it's like, yeah, everyone believes in the system until you find out the system is flawed, and then everyone's just as crazy as I am. I just already know that the system is flawed, and I'm trying to expose that to people. That was the Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
That makes you feel
that's
like, okay.
That's a very like, yeah, I can understand why you feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, I've been in Compton this whole time, and y'all been living perfect. And I'm Wakandan blood.
Nigga, listen, he felt how I be feeling. The reason why Killmonger was such a great villain to me was because that's how I feel, okay? How you make me look at Black Panther like, yeah, bro. How you make me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
how you make me?
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
However, the only the problem that I understand with Killmonger is T'Challa didn't know.
Yeah.
If he came back and T'Challa was the king,
and dude,
then I'd be like,
yeah. And that was the thing. But at the same time, even when T'Challa knew he didn't want to say his name. So everybody is flawed.
So I'm like, ooh, these niggas, you got a point.
Yeah.
You come in here with a point.
He's not just on some, I want to be king on some snobby shit. He like, I have a right to challenge you. You can't say no, really.
And I trained.
Yeah. And man, was that fight scene intense.
And to know that you got this, mean your dad did teach you. Son, I'm sitting there looking like, yo, how many little niggas do I know that dad got killed and it could have been because of that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Son,
like,
listen. This nigga Killmonger comes in. He comes in and he's like, not just me, but all of the people around the world, like, y'all on this pedestal. And it makes you think, I understand why Wakanda might want to live in secrecy, but at the same time,
why y'all not fucking with all of the black people, though?
Yeah, but still, like, y'all got technology that can heal bullet wounds overnight.
Bruh.
This nigga got stabbed in the chest and it was like, yeah, we can still heal you.
Yeah. So
it's like, why aren't y'all helping the world in that aspect? They on some type of pedestal. But why though? That's the question.
And the reason why, because this is what all of the Black Panthers knew, and this is their philosophy, is because if the world get it, they're gonna make weapons.
No, exactly. I'm not talking about giving them vibranium for weapons. I'm talking about like the medical shit.
Nah, but it's the vibranium that they use in order to do that.
I don't know how you get medical shit from vibranium, but
whatever. Okay, so all right, so let's
go ahead.
Let's talk about the vibranium in the way that you used it.
Real quick. The balance of technology and magic was,
bruh, the vibranium, the sand, dude. That technology to use the sand to create images and fucking they use the vibranium stored in the things to create this hologram, and it's in the style of sand. It's sand. When they told that story, I'm like, that shit look cool as hell.
And it's black, just cool and black.
I was like, wow, that looks sweet. Dude, that's how they use this technology in the movie. That's not in the comic books.
Yeah.
That's not in the comic books.
Yeah.
They came up with that.
Yeah.
Using
this shit made Iron Man look like a bitch.
Dude, it's not a hologram. I can't stand it. It's like the stone. It's like it's the mineral.
This shit made Iron Man look like a bitch.
Iron Man
is not fucking with any of this shit.
But this is why like the Stark Enterprises, this is why they try to go after vibranium, because they don't have that technology, and they recognize, because they understand, like, Black Panther can take Gatling guns walking. He can walk to a Gatling gun.
Had a suit be able to store kinetic energy?
Oh, sure.
What?
Shuri was so cute.
What?
She was so beautiful. She was so excellent. She reminded me of Ofri.
Okay.
Son, this movie was like beyond. Okay. So the vibranium is as strong as they made it look like it is in the movie. it is as strong as that. I want to say this too, real quick, about the whole Michael B. Jordan thing. Listen, okay, so yeah, he got the right to come and challenge the throne, all of that shit. But see, you do gotta recognize though. You gotta recognize what his dad was doing though. He was selling the vibranium to Claw, and that's why the nigga freaking. That's why the nigga. Oh, this. See, they didn't happen like that in the story. Maybe they'll reveal it, but like Claw, like is the one who actually kind of kills Black Panther's dad. They didn't have him do it in this, so it kind of takes away from it. Because imagine this nigga selling Claw the fucking,
and then he end
up killing him with it, because that's how you gotta kill him, with the vibranium duel. I'm telling you, I promise to God, if they ever revealed that. Like they said, oh, it wasn't Bucky that did it. It was Ulysses Claw.
It's the thing that sucks though. I agree.
The thing that sucks is that Michael B. Jordan killed him. Yo, this is why Black Panther always going through some stuff, bro.
Yo,
I'm trying to tell you,
fam. Michael B. Jordan's character. I want to know his name. Killmonger. Yeah, I know Killmonger, but like I wanted his real name, his government name. That nigga was.
Was it Njaku or something like that?
Something like that. Something real powerful.
It was something.
That nigga came in and was like, just that. If that scene alone, where they did not want to know who he really was, and then him being like, I'm not just some nigga here. I'm your family.
Wait.
I am your cousin.
How did he get there?
Oh, he walked. He knew where Wakanda was.
Right.
He didn't walk. But
that's when he killed Killmonger.
Yeah, he killed Ulysses Claw, and he went to deliver him because he like, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all want him dead, and I'm the nigga who did it.
Yes, that is exactly what happened. Listen, dude. Wait, so then that might mean that Claw killed him. Why did he kill? Wait.
I don't know exactly why he killed.
See,
I think
this is why I need to watch this movie. I'm gonna go watch it again.
I gotta. You're going Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Cause I know Leo was going.
Yeah, I'm going with y'all. Fuck it.
They're not going at the same time as me though. They're going at 7.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to go after.
What time you get off?
Man, not like. When is it? 8:45. So it's after that. I know.
Damn.
I know. I'm taking my brothers and sisters to see it.
Oh man.
Man, I know.
Man.
I know.
So yeah. Killmonger, here's the thing. Like I said, that scene alone, when he was like asking my name, the intensity of that, and then the politics behind it, and then he forced T'Challa's hand to be like, you have to challenge me. You have to.
Yo.
Or you a bitch.
But the thing that I love about this movie is that T'Challa in nowhere is like, he a bitch.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I'll fight you, but I feel you though. Like, I ain't know nothing about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But see, this don't matter to Killmonger. It don't mean nothing.
Yo, that nigga, sit down, chill.
Okay.
Yo, so listen, the nigga Killmonger comes in and T'Challa sitting there, T'Challa sitting there, the mic or the mouse. Oh. T'Challa sitting there and he's just, that nigga says something like, yeah. Something. And then your daddy, that nigga got right up. I'm like, no! Yo, the thing I love the most about the way that they portrayed T'Challa, if there's one thing I don't like, is when a good guy, the protagonist, is not someone who you want to get behind. The fact that nigga T'Challa was able to go back and tell his ancestors, all of y'all is fucked up.
Yeah, why did y'all do this?
Yeah. Why didn't y'all take this nigga in? Now he fucking with me. Why didn't y'all take him in? They didn't have the answer for him.
But see, here's the thing. Okay, so going into this part of the movie, this is the thing that I love. This movie felt like an African proverb.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say it's so like Lion King, because the way that they did it was like, yeah, you got to be king, so you haven't proved yourself though yet. So how you gonna prove yourself?
Yeah.
By proving that you can be king. That nigga lost his status, bruh.
Yeah.
He lost it.
Yeah. But, I mean, well, yeah. And I like how in the fight they took away the Black Panther powers and shit.
Ooh, yeah, but that's what they do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
And yo, when he beefed that one nigga and they was about to fall off of the shit.
And I was like, yo, is he about to throw him off? Because that's the thing about
Black
Black
Panther. He
Panther.
told that nigga, live right. I'm like, yo, this nigga is a king. Motherfucker. This nigga is a king.
Listen.
Yo, they made T'Challa look like a king. And I loved it.
In none of the Marvel movies, we had a soldier, we had a billionaire businessman, playboy dude, we had
a god,
a scientist, we had a god, we had a sorcerer, we got a space dude.
We have a witch.
We got a witch.
The dude who run fast.
We got a nigga that shoot arrows. You have never had a king.
Yeah.
A king.
Yeah.
Thor is a god. He's not a king.
Yeah, and his politics are nowhere near fucking with this. Loki and his whole thing is like more of an annoyance.
Yes.
And it's like, yeah, I can understand why Loki's mad, but this was like, no, I can understand why he mad.
Now listen, didn't it? But it's weird because like when you look at Thor and like how Asgard, like how they always like the fate of the world, the earth, right? Like the earth is always going to be destroyed or this, right? Didn't this feel more like the world was being taken over? If
it felt because the thing is, you knew he could
take over the world.
Yeah, you knew he could if he really went out and did that. Yo,
but the movie was crazy because I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'm in Buffalo. Send me some. Yeah, get us out of here.
And then like obviously it got like because the thing is, okay, so Mecca was saying that the way that Wakanda used to act is fucked up, and she understands Killmonger, which you're supposed to. She was saying that when he got there and y'all found out he was Wakandan blood, y'all was supposed to welcome him with open arms. They didn't even want to do that.
Yeah, and see, this is okay. So that's the thing. I have to watch the movie again because there is a reason, but I know it was because he challenged the throne, but his mom, who's the queen mother, is like, nah, man, you're not about to just come here
because they wanted T'Challa.
Yeah,
They wanted T'Challa.
T'Challa has been fighting for this all his life.
They wanted to, and that's it. And then, so this is like where the politics of the movie get good because you got people who are like, well, we don't want him, so we're going to immediately overthrow him. And you can even say that it's similar to the Trump situation because people didn't want Trump. They didn't even see what he was going to do. Obviously, we knew he was going to be bad, but they didn't want Trump, so people was always thinking of ways to get him out. And then when he proved that he was bad, it was like, yeah, well, we told you. So, but then you got people who's loyal to like Republicans no matter what, no matter who's on the throne, you could say.
So they gonna stick to him.
Yes,
period.
And that was where the one girl who I don't think anyone told her that this wasn't her movie.
She killed. Listen. The Dora Milaje has been like my favorite. This is why like the Amazons didn't impress me.
Oh yeah, no.
Woman.
Amazons and Wonder Woman are not fucking with these chicks.
You remember that status on Facebook a little while ago? This is exactly what I was talking about because the Dora Milaje, they're loyal. They're loyal to the throne, to the crown, to the king, and they get it in. Period. Yo. Did she say something to somebody? Like, cause remember in Civil War when she was like move or be moved?
I don't know if that was her though.
Well, it probably wasn't her, but but all of them are like that.
Yeah.
All of them is I'm gonna kill you for him. That was such a a great narrative.
For
black women.
Oh, and I don't want to hear nobody else say. I don't want to hear nobody else say that women aren't represented well in movies anymore. Mm-hmm. Because these chicks, they made Killmonger and T'Challa work to be seen. She was whooping people's asses.
Ooh,
to the point where it was just like T'Challa damn near didn't get to do shit.
That's how they go.
Yo,
he's not supposed to have to fight. They're the first line of defense.
He's supposed to be the last one to have to fight.
Yeah.
Which is why sometimes you see T'Challa telling Storm like, "Let me do it."
Yeah. That's why they was like, all right, don't freeze though. You know what I'm saying? They trying to tell him like, look, go ahead, do you, because T'Challa like, nah, I'm gonna fight, because T'Chaka, he didn't have to fight all the time. The Dormology, they gonna throw down before anybody got to, because he the king.
Which is unfair, because it's like, well, he let him practice some.
Yeah, but
the women in this movie, they were bad.
Lupita.
Ooh, that girl was chocolate. Were badass, dude. Ooh. They were badass. Mm. You knew from the moment they decided, all right, well, we gotta go and get Ulysses Claw, that shit was about to go down. And then, the nigga, I was so mad, because I'm like, he could have just killed Claw right there. This shit would never have happened. But the people was watching.
So you know that he was gonna kill him, and so
he was about to murder the fuck out of him.
So the thing about it is when they said that the world watches, I'm like, yeah, but he don't care. But I remember it is T'Challa though. T'Challa, he does care in that sense, because T'Chaka would have did it. T'Chaka was about to off Captain America completely. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's one thing I'm saying. Like, okay, so thank God for being civil,
having morals,
because these niggas back in the day, they was like, oh well, he gotta die. I don't give a fuck who granny, mama, son, daughter is in front of him. They gonna get it too.
Put me on trial. That's the type.
I saw this show the other day. It was like T'Chaka talking to somebody who was like, "You got any kids?" He was like, "No." He was like, "Good, because I'd have to kill them too." Like, what the fuck?
Listen, that's how they go, because with Wakanda, it's like y'all can't charge us for nothing.
No,
put me on trial, I will kill all y'all.
Yeah. So, like I was saying about the politics of this movie, Wakanda. When you really think about it, it's like, y'all kind of shady. To be like,
why?
Because y'all are in this world living perfectly. Y'all not even helping the people who are directly next to y'all. Y'all not even helping your neighbors. They don't fuck with the with the eight kid. What was it?
Mayonnaise.
Yeah, they didn't fuck with him.
What is this tribe called? The Nzugu tribe?
Yeah, I don't know. I have to watch it again. I really wanted to know.
I know all this information, man. I'm just too.
Yeah, right. So the Wakanda were on this pedestal. They weren't even helping their neighbors. And then even when the dude wanted to challenge T'Challa, they were like, "Oh no, don't do this," because they were so cliquey. Like, they're real cliquey. Yeah. So it's kind of fucked up.
But see, okay.
So, but my question to you is, what I'm asking is why are they like that? Outside of trying to keep tradition, and it's like, why are y'all living so comfortably and y'all okay with? It's one thing to be like, okay, we're not gonna help the nigga in Compton, but y'all not even helping the people who are next to y'all. Mm. They wouldn't even let the people who were next to Wakanda know. When she saved the girls, they were like, you can't speak of this. Why? Because they want to be kept in secrecy. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why are they keeping themselves so closed off from everyone outside of keeping tradition? Like, what is the reason for that?
Okay. So, one reason is when the vibranium first came, niggas was trying to steal it. Mm-hmm. This is, you gotta think about this as being thousands of years ago.
Okay, yeah. So and I understand people are going to try and make weapons out of it. Yeah.
So, niggas was trying to steal it. At one point, one of the Black Panthers did become somebody that was, because Wakanda is not like how say the Hutus and the Tutsis are, right? Like, it's like they live in Rwanda, but these tribes, Hutus and the Tutsis, right? Those are, the world look at them as just black people, but if you look at them as how people look at Irish and and Polish, you know what I'm saying? We see white people, but no, Africa has that type of tribal thing. So Wakanda, being Wakandan it's not so much as being Nigerian as it is being Xhosa or being Yoruba. You know what I'm saying? Being a tribe. So with that being said, these dudes pretty much are a conglomerate of different tribes. And yeah, anybody could come and challenge the throne to do that. But,
shouldn't. That's kind of what they were saying.
Yeah, but yeah, what that thing is that we have a code of ethics, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to, you can't we won't really accept somebody that's trying to come in here and fuck shit up. Although they have to, they don't want it to be somebody who lacks that kind of diplomacy and spiritual upbringing.
But you gotta also think though, what the dude?
Why y'all not helping them?
Yeah, even with even with Mayonnaise, he was just saying y'all don't give a fuck about us. We don't even have the technology that y'all got, and we're y'all neighbors. We know about Wakanda and vibranium. So like, if y'all can't even help us, that's kind of fucked up.
So in the comic books, it's different because they just Mayonnaise and them is sworn enemies. They not people that you know
can be civil
with each other.
Right.
Like Mayonnaise is the only person. No, Killmonger is the only nigga that Black Panther, like in the comic book, can't beat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously you can beat him, but like Killmonger always butt hands with that nigga.
Yeah.
So
he's his Joker.
Yeah. And Manape is not on that same level, but like they always beefing because Manape in this movie was like I don't know if they trying to change him, but he's a fucked up individual. You know what I'm saying? Like you're always killing somebody. People be getting
Killmonger.
Like Boko Haram type. Like them niggas is terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Jordan did such a good job. Dude, I'm sorry. Keep going.
He did a great job.
That nigga keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, so anyway, so Wakanda, that's their thing. Wakanda is like, we are the only people that are responsible enough to use this technology without causing.
That's a cocky thing to say, but I understand it.
But it's a royal.
Yeah, but see, I see that this, and this is what I meant by like the politics, because it really made you think. Like, okay, so you got people like let's just say LeBron James. People, when he go and he make his money or whatever, even though he wasn't born with it, he go and he make his money. People expect him to like come back and help his community, mm-hmm. even though he doesn't necessarily have to. Mm-hmm. And when he does, it's like, oh yeah. But then when he doesn't, people just like, oh, you're a fucked up person, or any other like rich black person. Mm-hmm. So people just like, oh, you're supposed to help out your community, but at the same time, we're not necessarily, But the difference between Killmonger is he's like, no, I am Wakanda blood.
And that's why
it was different. It wasn't just some nigga from Compton coming and talking about, it was just some nigga from Compton. Really? But it wasn't just some nigga from Compton talking about, oh yeah, y'all going. It was a nigga from Compton who was Wakandan blood and who knew the culture and knew exactly what he had to do to get here.
And, okay, so to touch on the LeBron James point too. So Wakanda and they politics is kind of like, if LeBron James went to Cleveland and was like, okay, I'm the king now, he not fucking with people in Buffalo. He not helping us out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody in Cleveland is living good.
Yeah.
Now, we in Buffalo could go to Cleveland and be like, yo, I want some.
Yeah, but
now, if they was like, nah, you can't be here, then that would be messed up.
Yeah.
Wakanda is not like, they are like that, but they not like that too hard. Like, if you are a civilized, person.
They don't even want no outsiders in there.
They don't want no outsiders.
That's why they didn't fuck with Killmonger.
Yeah, they don't want no outsiders, but they have had some.
How the fuck did Captain America ever even get in there?
Yeah, well, that's because, he man, trust me, that was a whole situation. But see, that's why they was mad at T'Challa. The thing I like about this is that T'Challa, in the comic books, even though I hate it, outside of really Reginald Hudlins, T'Challa, really in the white man's hands, is always going through something in regards to the throne. Like even right now, he's the king of the dead, because they corny. The reason why he lost Storm was because she was an outsider. And Wakanda's is kind of messed up because, they don't really fuck with outsiders. And even though she's Nigerian, and she Storm, they was like, yeah, but she not Wakanda. They funny acted. They just funny acted. They funny acted, Chris. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here and try to defend them just because I'm trying to defend them, but because they funny acting. But they funny acting because they know they funny acting because they know that people gonna take that technology and use it to create weapons.
Again,
they scared of that.
That's a cocky thing to do.
Yeah, but look at what Killmonger immediately was trying to do.
Yeah, but see, okay. So this is where like the bad guy part getting, because up until that point you understood where he was coming from. He was just like, nah, we gonna make an empire and I'm about to be at the top. Yeah. That was where it was like, all right, you being a bad guy. Yeah. So
right, but that's what anybody else would do.
Yeah, but
except for somebody who understands the code.
But
what?
Like, I get why he wanted to do it. Okay,
because you're American, because you're a black man.
Hold on. I get why he would want to, like, even if you're not going to give them the weapons, because we already know that that's immediately what they would do. It's like the gun law in this,
right?
Mm-hmm. But immediately, people just gonna make weapons. But like, you gotta think. Okay, so y'all Wakandan or whatever.
You think I don't want to be Black Panther? Sorry.
Y'all Wakandan, right? Some shit go down in America that affects a bunch of black people. Y'all do nothing.
Exactly.
When the shit was going on in New York and the aliens was invading New York, y'all did nothing.
They had no care.
Why? Because it wasn't in Wakanda. Granted, absolutely. That fight would have been a lot shorter if they did go. Mm-hmm. Would have been a lot shorter. Mm-hmm. But
they don't care. Yeah, no. They don't care about outsiders, Chris. You got understand that,
and that is fucked up.
It is, but okay. But it's the same reason why there's nations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same reason why, like, life is the way it is. Yeah, you don't see China not coming and helping us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, if you want to just go based off of, like, humanity, like, kind of like...
But
we here.
Okay, but you could say, like, America is, they got the strongest military force in the world. Okay, they still trying to help. I mean, granted, it's for political reasons.
Yeah.
It's like the tax write-off of helping people, but...
America helping people.
Yeah, I
sure.
Yeah, I tried.
Sure.
Yeah. Point that I'm trying to make.
America act like it's helping people. See, that's the thing. They act like they're helping people because they want other stuff. They need stuff from people. Yeah. So they're going to help them to whatever degree it is. See, we're kind of like, we don't need none of y'all for nothing.
Yeah, so
just leave
us alone.
But
I just feel like it's one thing if you built it from the ground up, I can understand. But y'all were born into this. Mm-hmm. Everyone who's in Wakanda now was born into this. Y'all didn't build anything. The people from thousands of years ago, they discovered vibranium. Yeah. And they discovered how powerful it is. Yeah. And they started to use the technology in X, Y, and Z. I don't understand how a strong metal gets you that far, but whatever.
Because it's not about money with them. You gotta understand. This is not a money thing.
Yeah.
They rich because a piece of vibranium costs $10 billion.
A gram.
A gram
10,000.
That's how much it costs. Period. Right? So you gotta. But they're not selling it to nobody.
Let's dead all of this noise about Black Panther not being richer or better than Batman.
Oh, he's a king. He's a king. Batman for real is a vigilante. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Yeah, he's still got to keep a mask on for a reason.
Yeah.
T'Challa take his shit off. And dare you to try and, first of all, find Wakanda. Second of all, make it through, like, a bunch of forts before you get to him.
The world watches. Yeah. The news and cameras and microphone took it off.
Yeah. Let's fuck
what was
that.
What was I talking
about? But, America helping people or something like that.
Nah, but I was getting somewhere else. Okay, so America help people. They act like they help people, whatever. So Wakanda,
it's not about money with them.
Wakanda is not about money. It's not about money with Wakanda. Okay, so with them, their whole thing is we use this technology to further advance our scientific understanding, to understand the world.
We should probably break this up into 2 parts.
Nah, they gonna watch it. We'll just end it soon because we went through everything. Now we can just have our conversation. No, we gonna have our conversation, but they got the review.
Yeah,
They get in the conversation.
Go see the fucking movies.
Go see the movie.
I don't have to tell anyone. Oh yeah.
So listen.
Hold on, real quick. Thursday night, $25 million.
Yeah, not even a game. I saw that.
20 on Thursday.
On Thursday. The movie was advertised to come out on the 16th. I saw it on the 15th. Listen. So Wakanda, it's not about money. The way that they build their whole thing, they're like, we use this stuff for this, okay? they richer than everybody because vibranium is the most expensive thing in the world. You gotta think about it. Imagine Doctor Doom with vibranium. That's why they don't ship it out there, because Black Panther is not set in a world aside from.
In order to help anyone, if you wanted to like, and so in order to help anyone, you would have to give them vibranium. Period. Even if it was, for like medicinal reasons and shit like that,
you would have to give them some sort of vibranium. And if they give them any form of vibranium,
they're gonna probably try and synthesize it. And make it, even
like Captain America just so happens to have a shield, but it's vibranium and adamantium alloy together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Howard Stark did that. That was like T'Chaka's like one and only, like bad thing. But
why did he do it?
But see, the way they're doing it in the comic books is that Ulysses Claw had it. That's the thing about
the
this
shield.
Though.
So the shield came from Wakanda.
Well, because Killmonger's dad was selling Claw the vibranium. Okay. So this is how anybody could get it now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then like you got Tony Stark saying, my dad had that shield, or that was my dad's shield.
Yeah,
like,
he made the shield. He made the shield from but remember, T'Chaka, they showed them like kind of modern. Well, it was 1993, right? But in reality, because I don't really know how they structure in the time. I need to look up the time. But Ulysses Claw and the whole T'Chaka thing, that was all really in like the 1930s, 1920s. You know what I'm saying? Long time ago when Captain America first was coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Coming up
when he first got the super soldier serum and all that, and then after, because he had the first shield, that wasn't, that got broken, but then the vibranium, like all of that stuff happened like mad long ago. Okay, so kind of like it happening in 1993 is like, well, I don't know, y'all throwing off the time, but I don't think they ever actually stated if Captain America's shield and they said that it was vibranium, didn't they? Right.
Yeah, because then Black Panther was the only one who could scratch it.
Right. So we're going to have to look back and watch that.
Yeah.
We're going to have to look back and watch that. But
I can't wait till this movie come out on DVD. I'm going to watch it a lot.
Oh, what? Every day. I'm going to learn it like I know the Lion King.
Yeah, I'm going to watch this shit a lot. Yo, so one of my favorite parts of the movie was when Michael B. Jordan saw all of the shit. First of all, how are they going to make any more like Black Panther juice if he don't?
He destroyed all of it.
That nigga said, "Yeah, burn all that shit." I'm like, oh my god, he was so hood.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, why you gonna do that if you gotta go through the you know what I'm saying, the ritual when you gotta get your serum taken out. I'm like, that's why they don't want that nigga there, dude. He about to break the tradition.
Yeah, he
ain't gonna let nobody fight for the throne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which is smart. It's smart.
But see, that's why they had to let him go.
Okay, so how did you feel about the white guy? They was shitting on him through the whole movie.
They was. It was funny because I was like, Everett Ross. So Everett Ross is pretty important. He much more important when it comes like the Hulk and stuff. But I was like, okay, he's important. And them having Black Panther knowing him makes sense because of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? Because he did the whole thing with the...
He was the please step out of line guy.
Yes. And I liked... because I don't necessarily think that they need a white dude in this movie. But if you just wanted to have a token white man in a black movie, I think that they used him effectively.
Yeah. Because at first I'm just like, damn. They shitting on this white guy. That's gonna piss a lot of people off. But then again, he got his moment.
He did.
It was like it was a good moment. It was like it wasn't something that they couldn't have done without him. But he was there.
It was something that needed to be done.
Yeah,
they was gonna destroy.
Yo, when that nigga, when T'Challa came back and took us, like, just destroyed the plane with a spear, I'm like,
dude. When, oh my God, when it was in that car chase scene and she got out she took her wig off. First of all, I love when she was like, I need to take this off. It's disgraceful. I was like,
yeah, damn right.
Say it. Yo, but when she got out that car and took that spear and chucked that motherfucker, I was like...
They said that was corny. I was like,
these niggas are spear chuckers. What you mean?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is...
Nate corny, because that was incredible.
That was
if a javelin throw is sweet, that was hot.
Only thing I would say is that I don't think the ground would have been strong enough for that to happen. So from a practical standpoint, whatever. But other than that,
I don't remember what happened. I know that she got that joint straight through.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is that was unnecessary.
Nah, hell no.
No, it was
That's how they go.
I know. It was unnecessary. She didn't need to do that.
No.
I'm pretty sure there was a way to peacefully.
That's not they.
She
that's
said,
not
dude. And they just like, they getting shot at and they just like, bullets.
Bullets. How primitive. How primitive. This is what I'm trying to explain. To Wakanda, they on a different level. They're king.
I want something more personal than bullets.
Royal.
Yeah.
They're royal.
So that scene was obviously amazing.
That scene was hot, dude.
All of the
fights.
And I'm glad I didn't see any commercials. You didn't see any commercials.
Hell no,
because they would have ruined it. The moment when Killmonger
put on that suit,
I got chills.
Oh, I didn't know they was gonna give him a suit, Chris. I didn't know that, Chris. Bro, I promise you, I did not know Killmonger was gonna put on the suit.
Fam,
you talking about playing on equal level playing field?
That nigga said boom, and it just, I'm like, this nigga just morphed like it was Power Rangers.
Hold on, before we get into that, when they first fought, wasn't you like, T'Challa, is you about to get?
Dude, that fight was, that was a different.
I was like,
see, and this is the thing. This is where I was concede to my point about the fight scenes. Yeah, it might not have been technical, but that type of fighting isn't technical. These niggas were slicing limbs. I'm like, yo.
They totally went into the African martial arts seriously. And I was, listen, because I'm sitting there like, I want to see some backflips and some capoeira, like, all of that shit. Because I know
it's not always that pretty.
Yeah, my man Melandro, like, he did
some
choreography. Oh, my God.
Saw fucking,
shout out to Melandro for being in the Black Panther movie.
Oh, damn, what's the dude name? The black dude with the dreads that you know.
Who?
Just name black dudes with dreads that you know. You know, kind of chubby, not chubby, but like, you know, stock dude.
I do capoeira with him.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not. Obviously like Kajani.
I don't know.
You know him.
I know.
You called him your dad a couple times.
Who? Lateef Crowder?
No. Someone me and you both know. Like I've met him before.
Oh.
Black dude. He got dreads. He don't look like Thomas or Jug. But he's like the second version of Jug.
I know. I'm trying. Who, Jamani?
Yeah. I saw him.
Oh,
I saw him yesterday. It was dope. I'm walking and shit. I'm like, oh shit. He was like, oh. I'm like, yeah.
Dude, I was at work, man. I'm so mad I couldn't. I wanted to see it on Friday.
But yeah, the fighting, that fight scene.
That fight scene was so real.
It was so intense.
That nigga broke the shield.
That was a different level of intensity. Because the one fight scene was intense. The first time he fought for the throne.
Mm-hmm.
That was intense because he was just like tap out.
See, all of these fight scenes is intense.
But then the second time when Black Panther Killmonger fought, that was...
I was like, yo...
Because the thing is, realistically, I thought it was going to go one or two ways. I thought it was going to go either T'Challa... Because the thing is, it could have went either way. T'Challa could have won.
He could have.
And then it could have been like on some, he break out and just be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. But he lost. Fair and square.
Which is how it goes.
Yeah. And then that nigga was skilled. These niggas... he knew how to... And I love that. I love that he knew what he was doing. Yeah. He wasn't just an outsider. He knew the culture. He knew what the fuck he was doing.
Because his dad raised him like that.
That nigga.
Him being Wakandan blood, his dad raised him.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
But he was left there. Oh.
And
when
then...
he was holding that nigga, I was like...
But probably the best... So obviously, I like the CGI was annoying me. But once I got past that, probably the best moment in this entire movie in terms of fight scenes was when them niggas was falling.
Oh,
not a single pluck of music.
Nothing.
It was. I have never seen anything like that before.
Son.
That was Marvel. And see, okay, so at the end, obviously the movie got like real Marvel at the end, as far as like
it's gone. Yeah.
And if I wanted to change one thing about the movie, it wouldn't have been necessarily a civil war in Wakanda. I get why it happened, but it would have just been a one-on-one between Black Panther and Killmonger.
Oh, you talking about like how like the Dora Milaje was fighting?
Yeah.
Yo, no,
it was.
I love. Hold on, real quick on that point. I love that they did that because the Black Panther. That's their.
I got something to say. I know you're gonna get at, but go ahead.
That's his bodyguards. The women. He always got the women around. That makes it make a lot of sense as to why.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like how it was a big war at the end.
Yeah,
but
it was
like dope.
Them bitches was beefy.
Yo, but the part that I almost just walked out of the movie. That was the fact that, and this is what I'm going to say, like as far as women being portrayed in a positive light. That nigga said, "So you would let this come between our love?" She said, "Without a question." And the reason why I loved her so much in the movie is because if anything else, she was consistent. She said, no matter who's on the throne, I protect the throne. And then when she found out T'Challa was alive, fuck you.
He not dead?
Fuck you. Oh yeah, he not dead? You're not necessarily king right now. Yeah. This fight is still going on. So then he did full on like bad guy at the end and like, nah, fuck you. He didn't want to fight no more. So he wasn't necessarily, what's the word? Not ethical, but he didn't hold himself up to the standard that he did when he first got there.
Who? Killmonger?
Yeah, because at the end he was like, nah, fuck it, I already won. But it's like, no, you kind of didn't.
Oh, yeah.
This fight is still technically on. Yeah. So, but the fact that she didn't, because usually what happened in Wonder Woman, you let love get in the way of,
getting something done.
Yeah, she didn't give a fuck. And I forgot that they were together. That nigga says,
Mikey, you gonna have to die.
That nigga, she said without a question. And was not crying, wasn't thinking about emotions. She said, you were getting in the way of the mission. And that can...
And them niggas kneeled. They kneeled. I was like, that's what black men would have did. I promise you, if that ever really happened, black men, we love... Despite what people with the media and all that try to say, black men, that's exactly what we would have did. And we probably would have got the silent treatment for a couple days. Somebody had an attitude. We would have had to slam it out real hard.
Very, very well.
Real hard. And then everything would have been, it's fine. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened in Wakanda. It's a lot of people getting, like,
dude.
But
so now, what was he gonna say?
I was just gonna say that the movie was accurate in how they portrayed the king. It was accurate in how they portrayed the Dora Milaje, / black women. They were accurate in how they showed
women,
vibranium, women. Period.
They black women and then women. Yeah.
After that.
Yeah. Don't talk about women empowerment and mention Wonder Woman. Mention Black Panther.
Because
no.
They didn't concede at all. They went to fight before T'Challa went to fight.
Yo, when they decided that they were going to fight and they just all screamed, I'm like, I felt like I was in Africa, dude.
I promise you.
This movie, obviously, this movie looked beautiful. I didn't even want to talk about that.
Oh.
But, yo, I'm telling you, almost brought a legitimate tear to my eye when he was going to be crowned king and you saw everyone in their beautiful outfits and shit. And it was so colorful and shit.
Yo,
I'm like...
That was the first movie. That was the first time I seen
people
with the plates in their lips, and I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah, I always thought that shit was weird, but like
I always thought it was weird. But when
I also didn't know that they could talk.
Yeah, they got strong.
They gotta have strong.
but that's what I'm saying. All of that and like the dialects or the language and all of that stuff, and like just seeing different black people, different tribes, like the Maasai, like the late. I was like. That's what, because we always watch anime, right? We always see Japanese culture and how they always have like the shogun and the samurai and all of that stuff.
Right.
You always see like, white people. You see they knights and they, how they had their princes and priests and all of this stuff. So seeing a black, like Africa, like you always, anytime you see black people or Africa, they in loincloths with no clothes on. You know what I'm saying? This is actually what we look like.
Fucking royalty, dude.
This is what we dress like.
I was like, dude, I was legitimately in awe. Like, and I didn't think that the movie could do that to me because I'm looking and I'm just like, I was like, this is it choked me up a little bit just to see it because I'm like, yo, this is beautiful.
I teared. I got emotional. I was like, this is gonna like. When the movie first came on, I got emotional. Like when I was watching The Saint, I was like, they about to do it. Like I just in my heart, I was just like, they about to do it. I'm gonna leave this movie. I couldn't sleep till 4:00 in the morning. I had to make myself go to sleep,
dude.
I was tripping,
dude. And then so a couple more things about the movie itself. Now obviously the again. I keep going back to politics in this movie or whatever, just because that's what the best part of the movie was. And I swear to God, he could have did this movie without the suit, and it would have been just as good. Which says a lot.
Like a Phoenix, right?
Or something like that.
I know.
But I feel like I wish they'd have given him a cape.
Yeah, they're not gonna give him the cape. They're gonna give him the cape in the second movie.
Yeah.
They don't like the cape concept. I like the cape.
I feel like not when he's fighting, but
right. That's why I said I'm like, put the cape on him when he a king, man.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, whatever. So when he Killmonger. Now, spoiler, if you're still watching this joint and you have not seen the movie, I don't feel bad for you. Spoilers, obviously, so he dies at the end, right? Right. At first, I'm like, nah, let him live, because this is like the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, the happy middle is where y'all need to be. But that nigga was consistent to the end and said, nah, bury me in the ocean with my other ancestors. I'm like, that's probably how that shit went.
Bruh.
It was, and I'm like, so don't miss me with the bullshit of Marvel having one-off characters. He didn't need to live. He fulfilled his purpose. Even if his purpose was to let them know that the system was flawed, he did it. And this nigga, I didn't mind that he died because I'm like, yeah, it sucks, and you probably should be next to Black Panther. In terms of ruling. Yeah. But at the same time, if he'd have lived, it would have just been Winter Soldier Part 2.
Yeah, Killmonger is actually he's a bad guy in the comic books and all that, so you can never have him on his team. You know what I'm saying? That would be corny because they are sworn enemies.
Yeah.
So to not have to make 3 Killmonger movies, they just
which I'm okay. Just do it if you want.
I promise you, I would not mind that. If they made multiple Joker movies, if Heath Ledger never died and Joker showed up in all of them,
it makes sense.
I would be fine.
Because that's how it is in the comic books. He's always there.
The cartoons, all that.
So it makes sense. Mm-hmm. This, and I want Michael B. Jordan to get all of the credit that he deserves. I'm from an acting standpoint, maybe Heath Ledger did better as a Joker, but from a bad guy standpoint, as a villain, he should be up there in the conversation of just best villain of all time. Because he wasn't someone who you just get out of here. He wasn't like a Loki who was just a tick, annoying. Yeah. This dude had very valid and right points.
Yo, because every point that he made, I'm sitting there as a black dude in America, I'm just
you can't disagree with
that. Would be nice.
Yeah.
Yo, but the craziest thing, so to get to the end, my man B Peace came to the hood, bruh. Brought the spaceships out. Yo. He ain't give him no bullshit government or hide it, invisible spaceship type thing. No, the spaceship comes down on the court. The little kids is bro, we about to break this joint apart. This yours? I'm that's awesome. Then, but the nigga bought the hood. What would you want to tell the audience by the end of the first time they're gonna see an African king on the movie is that he got your back too? That he know now. He know that what was going on before was wrong. He recognized from Killmonger's death, his cousin, yeah. And when Shorty, when Lupita, I forget what her character's name was, but when Lupita was, this is what she was saying at first. She was like, man, I've been out here helping boys because they struggling. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. Black Panther, the African king of the richest nation in the entire world, came to America to a hood, to the black people in the hood, and was like, all right.
Yeah, I bought this building.
I'm about to show.
And that one over there. And that one over there. I don't even think he bought them at the time. He just said it, and who's gonna disagree? Nigga.
If an African king ever bought the hood, and he Black Panther, so America's not about who? What? Bro, shut up! Don't say nothing to me. I paid you. I bought this.
Listen.
I bought this city. I bought this hood.
Did you see like how powerful they made Chadwick Boseman look at the end?
Dude, Chadwick Boseman is my man.
Just
period.
on some like he just looks powerful.
Uh-huh.
You know how important it is for little black boys to see someone look powerful like that?
He the next Denzel. That nigga outfit, dude. That nigga, bro. That robe, son.
Those hoodies was crazy.
Oh my.
And then that's what I liked.
Oh my.
Because they didn't make him always have like a crazy ass suit on. Sometimes he just wore a hoodie.
Sometimes he would.
Why?
Because I'm the king.
Do whatever the fuck. And this is something I also missed. Everyone in Wakanda was very charming too. Because they didn't take themselves so serious all the time.
No worries.
Yeah, they didn't take themselves so. You know, they joked at times, or whatever. Even when he kicked the shit and flew back, he was like, delete that footage, like, you know. So it's like it was real cool. And then like, you know, she just like in the middle of this serious ass ceremony, she like, we uncomfortable, let's go home. And it wasn't like it was just a real funny moment. They have a very good sense of humor.
Well, because I was gonna say this, that why I said the girl reminded me of Ophi is because that their sense of humor is exactly how they portrayed it in there. Everything that she did, I was like, that's exactly what she would do. Like, just based off memory, like, I'm like, that's exactly the type of person she is. And so it really exposed African Americans to a totally different culture and style of looking at black people. Because you got to think about it, in every movie, the Africans is what? The dudes with the machine guns and shooting people. Mm-hmm. You never get to see Africans being people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just being civilized people. So showing this is like, yeah, this is what they laugh at. They dance, he kicked the thing, she recorded it. You know what I'm saying?
In the middle of everything, like it was like a real serious scene. They're just making jokes. Yeah,
the girl cussing the dudes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the culture.
You know, she flip him off when she walking away, and she was like, hello, like just real cute shit. I'm like, oh, y'all got such a good sense of humor.
And that's exactly.
They were very charming. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't fit in there because I'm just, you know, I'm
so
Americanized. Like
they would look at you. I'm gonna tell you, because being in Genecist with all the Nigerians and stuff, like they don't look at you like they don't like you. They just look at you as a different tribe. You know what I'm saying? So it's more. That's why I don't like when people say people in Africa don't like African American people. That's not it. They look at people as different tribes. You know what I'm saying?
Yo. But the one scene when Michael B. Jordan, or Killmonger, you know, he had his shit on and was walking up to the throne and the camera was upside down and the cinematography.
That scene.
I think the same lady who did the cinematography for this did the cinematography for Fruitvale Station. I need to look it up. But and then this dude is looking powerful, sitting in this throne, and then was just like, you know, we was going through all this shit. Where was y'all at? Right. No one wanted. Michael B. Jordan is a different. Like, he about to be like. I don't want to say the next Will Smith, but he about to be like a real threat in Hollywood.
Denzel, him and Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah,
they on their way to being that new line.
And then I was
they there already.
I was
actually
happy how they portrayed Michael B. Jordan. He was not like a Malfoy. He wasn't annoying.
He wasn't just a nigga.
He wasn't
yeah. Like
he wasn't a nigga. He knew both sides, and obviously the happy medium is. You know, Malcolm X and Martin. Yeah. It's, you know.
He was hood. He just wasn't no.
Yo, that nigga, ignorant. Oh my God. That nigga was just, the scene when he like, I'm challenging the throne. And they were like, you can't do it. He was like, I'm not asking y'all. Yeah. And he just stepping over y'all. And then I'm just like, why he being a dick? Like, you could just do that. Oh yeah.
Because you can.
You can.
You totally can.
He was, and then that was the thing. Up until the point at the end where when Shallow was still alive and he didn't want to fight him, he did everything within the rules, so you can't be mad.
Which he didn't really, because Black Panther, it was over after the challenge was, after all of the challenges were done and the ceremony was over. Technically, it is over. So he actually couldn't
So
challenge.
so no one could
He had to
challenge.
wait a year. You
Oh,
gotta wait a year. Every year he give you the opportunity.
But they never asked him if he wanted to challenge.
But see, that's because they didn't know about them.
Yeah.
But
and that was the thing, man.
Only T'Chaka knew about him. That's why T'Chaka, when he went back to the ancestral grave,
man, and that was like, that's a fucked up thing to do.
Listen,
you know what I wanted? You know what I wanted? And we just thinking about it now, it's like, damn it. I wanted Killmonger to be able to talk to T'Chaka.
I thought he was too.
I thought that's where they was going with it.
I knew that he wasn't going to, because I'm like, if he's going to talk to his ancestors, he's going to go to his ancestors. But I didn't think they were going to do that. I didn't know if they were going to talk to his ancestors or him talk to the Black Panthers, because he can do that. Yeah. And if he talked to the Black Panthers, then obviously he talked to T'Chaka.
That's where I thought he was going. I thought he was going to be able to talk to T'Chaka. Like,
he could have, but I guess
I love how they portrayed that spiritual world, because it wasn't just like, like you go to T'Challa's side, it's like trees and beautiful, whatever. You went to his side, it was just his house. And I'm like, yo, this is so different,
bro. This is, but that's why it felt so African. It was so African proverbial, because
it didn't just feel like African, because it was like the African side and the African American side. Yeah, which is
well, it felt like what this movie felt like is what we would feel like if we were never conquered. You know what I'm saying? Where we would be as far as science, spirituality. That's something that's normal to them. So him getting in the thing, that's not like this is a new thing we got to do. Or they didn't have to call no like crazy shaman and do no dance type thing. They was like, nah, lay in the sand, drink the shit, get high, lay here, and then go to the thing. Like, that's what it was. Like, it wasn't like they didn't make it like no crazy ritual, like chanting and all of that stuff. And I was like, yo, that's so real. And like, imagine if we had a ground like that, something in every Black person house, like we had that much tradition and just knowledge of our traditions, like even the way they, like I was saying, the way that they speak, their dialects, the clicking and all of that. Like, if we could just talk to each other in a totally different language, like them niggas. Do you know how cool it is to like I said, when I was in Genecist with all of the like Nigerians, like I'm sitting with a group of Black people and they could turn off their English and speak something else. That like used to boggle my mind, dude. Cause like being out in public and we all chilling and laughing and they about to make fun of an American or something, or they just want to say something so that people don't know. Like they say this, and then like hearing, this is what they said. Like that's like that was like that. Wakanda is what Africa would be like. Cause if you think about it, vibranium is like gold. You know what I'm saying? And think about how in the real world, gold is a great conductor of electricity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you would need to steal gold from this land in order to have this industrial revolution, to have this, to be able to build these nuclear bombs and all that. So diamonds over there too. Right. So this is the idea that the Wakandans have as far as vibranium. It's like the way that y'all did gold with these other nations, y'all not gonna do that to vibranium. That's why they won't give it to nobody. But
that doesn't excuse the way that they were acting when they found out Killmonger was one of theirs.
Yeah, but they didn't really do nothing though. They didn't really, because when he said his name, dude was like, yo, he got the right.
Yeah, but no,
it was just his mom.
They didn't. No, the people. A lot of people didn't want to let him. They didn't want to let him. They didn't. Number one, they didn't believe him. And then number two, they didn't want.
Then he said his name.
Yeah, and then even when
they said
even when he went to challenge, like nobody was feeling that shit.
Yeah, because the challenge was over. That's like
nah, bro. They didn't want him to do it because they didn't want him to be king because they knew he was gonna fuck up.
First of all, they didn't know who he was. This was just the dude that was bringing in Claw in the first place. They didn't know who he was, and now you talking about you want to challenge the king. You can't do that. Thank you for killing this nigga, but you can't challenge the king. It's over. The ceremony is over. Come back next year. You can fight him next year. But he like, no, I deserve the right to do it because of who I am. Now they like, what you talking about? Then he said something about his dad. Now Queen Mother and Shuri mad like, who the fuck is you talking? And the Dora Milaje, because this is their king, they like, who is you talking to? And so then he come to them like, ask me who I am. That's where it got like, ooh. But then after he said it, they was like, he gotta fight him.
So
it wasn't that they didn't know who he was. So this is just a nigga coming here talking about, I want to fight the king. You can't do that.
Yeah, but then like don't forget, when he came in there, he was on shit, and he was on some like, oh,
right.
Yeah, how long this shit? Hour and a half? You should cut this shit off.
They gonna watch it.
A whole hour and a half?
Alright, we gonna cut it, but they gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So listen, point is, go see Black Panther the movie. Do not bootleg this movie. Support the soundtrack. Go and watch it with your family, with your kids, with your brothers and sisters, and all of them, because girls need to watch this too. Make this money more money than any movie has ever made money.
It's already there.
Make no. I don't want Avengers to be as successful as this. I don't want Ant-Man to even look at this.
Ant-Man's not fucking with this.
So
this movie is going to be fucking.
Buy t-shirts, buy the merch. Send shout outs to Chadwick Boseman, to Lupita Nyong'o. Send shout outs to Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler. Them boys did an excellent job. This movie was insane.
Now I gotta make the last spin this good. Like,
hey, please leave comments, and if y'all feel like this movie opened up a dialogue between like African Americans and Africans, because that's one of the things I want to say. I think that this opened up a dialogue, because this is kind of like, that kind of gives African Americans and Africans a push to be like, all right.
Oh, and Mecca was saying something else that was a great point. She was talking about how Americans look at some African foreigners who come here and then they need help and we don't do nothing about it. This movie spoke on that.
This
movie is two layers.
So many dimensions.
So many.
So talk about even other things that y'all felt about the movie. Let us know what y'all think. And
we should have done a live stream on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna post this on these. I'm about to post this right now. It's gonna take a few hours.
Yeah.
I'm about to post this. So I'm posting it.